This is your Life with Lockie. All right, here we are at the National Jigsaw Puzzles Championships today. It's just been packed up now, but I've been fortunate enough to chat to one of the speed puzzlers, Katrina Coleman, today. How did you go there, Katrina?
I loved it. Beautiful puzzle, great environment, plenty of adrenaline happening out there. It was just the best. Yeah,
it does.
Just the best.
It's surprising. You wouldn't think adrenaline, but I've been out there and even sitting in the stands kind of thing, and they're around 3, 2, 1. You got to rip the bag open and take the thing. Oh,
you can feel it, can't you?
It's like people say at a footy game, where's the tension in the air? You can feel the tension in the air. Everyone's waiting for that moment, and bang, it happens.
Puzzles, pieces are out, and everyone's like, right, I'm away.
It sounds like a mob of people on typewriters. All the pills
yes.
Tap. It's such a cool, surreal experience to be in a room full of how many people there was? Yeah, in the final, 300.
300
and then
in
there
the
was
final.
Qualifying before that as well. So
exactly, 2 rounds of qualifying, so 300 people in each of the qualifying rounds, so the top 150 from each round actually made it through to the final.
Oh, that's crazy, because it's been 5 or 6 years of this going now, that kind of stuff, and we're just watching it grow and grow and grow. The crowd's getting bigger and bigger and that kind of stuff.
Exactly, yeah. 2022 was the first one, and it's growing all the time, yeah.
Because you competed in the first...
Competed in the first one.
And you had a win, didn't you?
I was the winner in the
that's
first.
pretty cool, yeah.
Before all the fast people started joining in, yeah. No.
And that's what we keep saying. Everyone's like, my partner's been doing it for a little while now too, and she's getting better, improving her time, but the position seems to stay similar for the spot because everyone else is improving with her.
Starting to come in, yeah, exactly. You get new people coming on board.
Yep.
We had young Leo, who's 10 years old, that joined and finished in 52 minutes, which is a phenomenal time for a 10-year-old.
I've seen that he had a beautiful puzzle shirt on the back of him too.
Yeah.
Puzzle plus you or something equals me or something. And
yeah.
so that's awesome.
So that's exciting. It's exciting to see.
And
just a variety of ages and genders and diversity. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's the best.
And like you say, watching the future generations come through. I've even seen that the School Puzzle Association had a couple school teams in here too, in the teams. So that was pretty cool to see them have a go.
It's wonderful, and that's a great opportunity for people to get involved whose parents may actually not be puzzlers, but they can have an opportunity to do it through their school and be introduced into a completely different sport that they may not even consider as a sport.
Exactly right, and that's it's taking off in the world literally, because you even had a chance to go over to Spain, wasn't it?
That's right, yeah. I've been to the World Championships 3 years in a row, which has been amazing. And that is like this multiplied threefold. It's crazy. So you end up, it's great. The community is very much like here. The worldwide community is just as much fun. I've now got friends in, Poland, Spain, USA, wherever it might be. We've got friends all over the world now, which is just... It's really, it just blows my mind.
It looks amazing because my partner and I watch it online, tune in the last few years. We couldn't get over there.
Yep.
But it's awesome. Like I said, the community, the amount of people and the competition. It's just crazy.
The competition is just elite. Yeah, it just blows your mind.
I found a really cool part about watching the live stream, as you could do from today, watch the live stream online, is hearing the commentators, listening to them talk, and then as the people finish, they occasionally get a few different people come up and chat and hear all the tips and tricks, how people
pick
from
up a lot of little tips, especially for those beginner puzzlers. It's the best place to start. Just watch what the top people are doing, and you'll soon pick up some tips that you're not doing. Even through my competitions, so I'm running online competitions, and I do run a new stars and a top stars. So for the new stars, one of the first things I say is actually record yourself puzzling, and then watch it back in normal time. Don't time lapse it, because it'll feel so slow. But you'll see all the silly little things you do that waste time, and that's the number one tip for people starting out. Record yourself, watch yourself back, and go, what am I doing that the top people aren't doing? Got that.
Yes.
Where are my pieces? Have I got them all over the place, or have I got some sort of strategy about what I'm doing? So
it's like talking about any of that cricket or footy coach. They go about, well, what's your favourite stars? Do their kicks, do their hits, whatever it is. Bowl that ball, throw that ball.
Yep.
Exactly the same here. There's that many puzzle videos out on the line now. You get on YouTube, follow people online, Facebook, even Speed Puzzling Australia, all the different places. And they have videos, tips and tricks, and it's a great community to grow with, like you were saying.
Yes, exactly. And the good thing is there's no sort of right or wrong way to puzzle. You've got to find out what works for you. So get a broad idea of what's out there. So, some people might be, I'm left-handed or I'm right-handed. I want the pieces this side, I want the pieces that side. I want to start with the edge. No, I don't want to start with the edge. Yeah. There's no right or wrong way of doing it. You would have saw, if you watched the YouTube here, Bree, who came second, she's puzzling out of her box. You know, so there's really no right or wrong way. It's whatever works for you. And you've sort of got to try all the ways to see what actually works for you.
Yeah, definitely. Like say, find what works for you. And like I said, some people have seen to get the edges in, they see that really well. Other people start with, like, I suppose, islands or colour islands, where you pick out the big red patch or the blue patch, maybe, or whatever else. And like you say, you've got to keep going, keep practicing, trial and error, work out what works for you, and then you can go forward from that.
Yeah, and don't get, if you are an edge person, don't get caught up on finding those last 3 or 4 edge pieces. They'll reveal themselves throughout the process. Just get an idea of your frame, and then you can start building bits and sections in the middle, and suddenly you'll see the edge piece, and bang, you know exactly where that goes. You don't waste time looking for it. Yeah.
Definitely start adding up in that kind of different ways, in that sense.
Yeah.
Now, we're talking a lot about solo puzzling here, but you do a lot in the teams as well, don't you?
I do puzzle yes, I've got a wonderful team, the Aussie All-Stars,
Yeah.
so 4th in the world this year, which was amazing. And yeah, obviously we won this year, which was really
brilliant.
nice. We haven't puzzled since World, so we're always a little bit nervous because we know a lot of the other teams have done a lot of practice and we're like, oh, we're going to go. But yeah, so stoked. And they're a wonderful bunch of people. And look, we didn't know each other before we went to Worlds, not this year, the year before. And then basically we've become friends as a result.
That's so
and
cool.
it's all part of that community.
And like growing with the people there, understanding how they puzzle so you can bring your skills, put them together and get the best part out of each of these.
We're very, very different puzzlers. Hannah and I are quite similar in our puzzling styles, but the other two are very different to us. And so that complements each other. It works really well together.
That is super cool.
Yeah.
I actually had a chance to chat to, I think it was Ben from Bonza.
Yeah.
And he had a chance to say...
I've got my Bonza shirt on, but he's one of our sponsors.
Exactly that. He said, he was up there cheering on from there when the team was going, and I had a chat with him. He said, he was really proud of you, Mob, representing, like you say, the country over in the Spain, the world, coming in 4th, which is pretty cool.
Yep.
And so, he jumped on there, and that was awesome to hear from him how much you support your Mob, that kind of stuff.
No, it's really nice to think people are prepared to, to contribute to helping us get to Spain. It's expensive.
Oh, it's not cheap.
And so, to actually have their support means the world to us. So we're more than happy to support them back. And Bonza, if you do get a chance to have a look at their puzzles, they are so much fun. They're like a crossword, but it's in the form of a puzzle, so it's great.
That's awesome. So they originated from an app, wasn't it?
And yes, I think he was going to do he's got an app, and and he's introducing new lines all the time. So
and now, like you say, got the actual physical puzzle, so it's like a crossword and put the words together, and whether it be animals or cities or food, he's got a number of different things. It looked pretty cool, and even a bit of race got it a few times, and people getting improved. It looked really good up there today.
Yeah, lots of racing.
Awesome, man.
No, it's good.
And so I'm so glad you had a chance to come out here and share with me about the puzzles kind of stuff as well. And now we're talking also speed puzzling, I suppose, Australia. Let's chat a bit more about that, I suppose.
You have to watch out for Lockie, he's trouble. You
gotta
watch
out. Tad's the man. I had a chance to chat with him earlier. He's on to me. He is always watching, he said. Well, that's awesome. So speed puzzling Australia, how can people get involved with that?
Yeah, so speed puzzling Australia actually started when I came back from Worlds the first time. I went to Worlds the first year having had one jigsaw puzzle competition under my belt. So that was my second ever jigsaw puzzle competition. And then I realised that, Americans and the Europeans, they can puzzle every weekend in a competition if they want. So it's like, I need to get something happening in Australia. So I came back, set up online jigsaw puzzling. So mostly through just through Facebook, Speed Puzzles Australia on Facebook, and on Instagram, I'll actually promote monthly competitions. I have 2 divisions, New Stars and Top Stars. So Top Stars for people that are competitive and are okay puzzling against the competitive people, wanting to sort of lift their game. And New Stars, where I actually take a lot of people that have never speed puzzled before, give them a little bit easier puzzle. I will talk through as they're puzzling sometimes if I see things that I think might help them with their puzzling, so that then they can, improve their puzzling. So it's online, it's from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to go anywhere. I post you out the puzzle. Everyone joins me on a Zoom call and we just have a great time.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it
sounds really good. Hopefully people can get involved with that. And like you say, the people that want to get improving, it can be tricky putting yourself out in the scene in front of all the people out there, but if you get online, doing it from the comfort of your own home, and having someone like yourself who can give you those little pointers, little tips and tricks to help you take your puzzling to the next level.
Yeah, just get a little bit of confidence. And a lot of people say to me when they do find themselves in an environment, particularly like this where it's just highly competitive, the state's less so. Like, go along to state competition, it's not so bad, but if you come to the nationals, it is highly competitive. But, if they get a little bit wound up or a little bit nervous and they'll say, I heard you in my voice going, just calm down, now just look for the texture, whatever the little tips that I've given out during the time. And that warms my heart because it knows that I've made a difference to someone's puzzling life, and they're so thankful. I love it.
Definitely, that's so cool that you've had a chance, like you say, to pass on to grow this community. Because, like you say, it's good and well to do a puzzle, but the only way it's going to get bigger is by talking about it and sharing about all that kind of stuff rather than holding it.
And just letting people know that you don't have to be top star. You don't have to be the top echelon of the sport. You can start wherever you are, and if you want to improve, there is plenty of ways that we can sort of work around, hey, try this, try that. So
that's awesome. I had a chat with 2 young ladies today. They didn't enter the solos, but they're in the pairs today, and they did their 2 puzzles, and they had a crack, and they said, we're a bit upset by it all, but I say, you're improving, you put yourself out here, and that's a chance to come back. The first competition for them, time and time again.
Yep.
See people like
They've
yourself.
now got a benchmark.
Exactly right. And then you all of a sudden you start seeing there's a lot more out there online about this kind of stuff. You start YouTubing, Instagram, Facebook, Google, that kind of stuff, and find those extra tips and tricks. Get yourself up there.
Yeah.
Speed Puzzle in Australia.
And at the end of the day, you're not it's such a good community because I'm not necessarily competing with the person next to me. I'm competing with the puzzle. I'm competing against the clock. And it's me versus the puzzle, me versus the clock. And did the puzzle win? Somebody got it done a little bit faster than I, but I can't begrudge them. They haven't done anything to me. It's basically mine. So we're not trying to beat each other. We're just trying to do our best and improve our own personal things. And we've all got different skill sets. So, some people are going to be naturally much quicker than others, but it doesn't matter. You're just trying to improve your benchmark. And at the end of the day, it gets you out socially with sometimes very introverted people, but we're all quite introverted, even though we sort of might not seem it. I'll have to go home and have a bit of a rest now because I've talked so much.
I hear you. I get you.
So it gets you involved socially, and it's doing something for your mind as well. So there's plenty of benefits.
And that's the big part of learning that social communication can be a huge part for mental health as well. And like you're saying, puzzling usually isn't a lone sport.
Yes,
and so this has been a really, really great way to bring the community to it and understanding that you're not the only person doing it, and then help yourself getting better too with other people around you.
Yeah, exactly. That's right.
So,
and some people sort of say, why would you want to turn what's such a relaxing pastime into an adrenaline-filled sport? But if you are doing it regularly enough. We all of us speed puzzlers will actually sit down and do a 1,500 piece puzzle for leisure. So we do it for leisure, we do it for speed.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's just a different,
It's all the fun, like you say, because there's the different highs of it all. Like here, you're feeling it, everything's up here, like, whoa, it's flat out kind of stuff. And then also you can have that same joy of just like peaceful on the weekend, doing a big puzzle, enjoying it, getting a few mates around, or even your family, that kind of stuff, include them all and make it a family thing kind of thing. So that's one thing I really love about puzzles, and even my grandparents at the time. There was usually a puzzle out on the table half time we go, that kind of stuff too. So it's been awesome, and having a chance to compete with Jessica in the pairs today, the first time me competing out there. It's like you say, it's different, and we thought we were going to go worse, but at home I was better here than at home time. So it's cool to be on the field.
Your focus is probably so highly tuned. You hear what's happening around you. It all adds that adrenaline. Your focus is like, wow, I'm on. I'm not considering anything else but these pieces. Nothing else matters. What happened yesterday, tonight, what I'm having for tea. Irrelevant.
Exactly.
Just get those pieces in.
Like I say, at home's on those practice on yourself. You get everything else in your mind. But like
you start thinking about what happened during the day.
Literally get into this room here. The rest of the world gets shut out, and bang, puzzles are on. That was it. I really loved it there. Thank you so much for sharing with me, Katrina.
Look, it's been my pleasure.
Is there anything else you like before I send off here? Any final message you'd like to send out to the world, the puzzling world, and that kind of stuff, or?
Just get involved, look it up, like you say. There's plenty of places online, YouTube, Instagram. Just punch in puzzles, you'll find someone that's sort of nearby, and you start meeting people, swapping puzzles, all that stuff. It's great. We found out there's a state comp in every state this year as well, so whichever state you're in, look it up, Google it, and there's a chance for you to compete in these things too, and maybe one day you might make it to Melbourne for the Nationals here and compete with Katrina, right? Just start out with a pair, start out with a team, and it's great fun. There's no pressure in those events, you have a ball. So
that's awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that kind of stuff, and I look forward to seeing you speed puzzling,
Yes, absolutely. Speed puzzling Australia.
See ya.